this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Sovereign men believe in themselves. That's very important because regardless of what they look like, regardless of how much money they're making, regardless of their position, regardless of even their skill level, a sovereign man has to believe in himself. Because when a man doesn't believe in himself, well, he's not going to really go too far. He's going to be living at the whim of other people. He's going to go by what they say. He's easily gaslit. Let me talk about that. Because if a man is really building himself up to be sovereign, to have some control in his life, oh, he's going to have some detractors. He's going to have some straight up enemies. And they're going to try to mess with his head. They're going to be like, oh, well, you're not that smart, or you don't look that good, or, you might have a project. Oh, it's not all of that. Or they'll try to compare you to someone else. You know what? You might not be like that other person. But it's also irrelevant. The only person that you really need to be like is who you are, because you're still building. Because, when we out here in the world, you know what? Very few people going to start off anything. It's just going to be a greater project, job, whatever you want to say. And there's always going to be someone better, always. In fact, I want to meet the individual who's just better than every single other person on this planet. And that's just the nature of it. So you can't worry about it. Or when people try to put you down, like I said, gaslight you and try to say, well, you're this or that. You got to know yourself. One part of sovereignty is you know who you are and what you can do, what you're capable of. And you have to really, even more so than believe in it, you have to know who you are. In ancient Egypt, what other people call Kemet, or Kemet as other people call it Egypt, a profound saying was, know thyself. Know thyself. You can't not only know yourself, but believe in your abilities to do something. Now, I know some people will say, well, how can I believe in my ability to do something? Because you already did it. Think about everything in your life that you've accomplished. Every single thing. It could have been something small like graduating high school. Hey, that's an accomplishment. Some people don't graduate. Passing, acing a test. A lot of people don't get A's, Shoot, hooking up with that beautiful woman. There's a lot of guys wish they were in that position, winning a contest. I don't know, just having the right answer someplace, whatever. Take every single thing that you've accomplished in life, every single thing, no matter how small, and realize the same thing, the same energy that you use to accomplish something, you can apply it to something else. The same discipline, the same willpower. So you already know because let's be real. If you're watching this video, you've done something in your life. You've accomplished something. And even if it seemed like, well, everything just falls apart. Okay, what was it that you were good at? What did you win at? Start there. Use the exact same energy and believe in yourself. And if you say you still have to build up something, hey, then work at it. Work at becoming good at something. That's part of sovereignty anyway. Mastering your craft, becoming the best version of yourself. And see, the beauty is, once you succeed in one area, then you already have the skill to succeed in another area. So all you have to do is know that you did it. Believe that you can do it again. That's very important. That is very important. Because I'm going to tell you what, one of the biggest issues out here with many men don't believe in themselves. Like in this space, okay, on Sovereign Saturdays, and I apologize, I forgot to say Sovereign Saturday. Okay, that's out. But anyway, you got to think about how often many people will say, well, I can't get this woman, I'm not tall enough. Or I can't get this woman, I don't look good enough. Or I can't get this woman, I don't have enough money. Yet you got some guys who look just like you doing the same thing in the same situation. But the problem is they don't believe in themselves. like confidence. Like people think that's a cliche term, but all confidence is believing that you can do something, knowing you can do something. And then even if you've never done it before, believing that you can still accomplish it. That's all it is. And if you're talking about becoming a sovereign man, which is having control over your life to the greatest extent, controlling what you can in your life, and then having leverage in other areas that you don't have outright control over, it's you have to believe that you can make it happen, because otherwise it's useless. Like honestly, watching these videos on Saturdays is useless if you don't believe you can do it. Because what's the point? What is the point? You know, I've met men over the decades who would say, hey, I want to be a millionaire. And it's like, okay, so what are you doing? Nah, I can't do that. I can't do it. It was like, okay, you already hurt yourself to begin with. If you don't believe you can accomplish something even before you try it, well, no, you're not going to accomplish it because you're afraid to try. You don't believe it. But I'm going to tell you something. There's been plenty of things. I'm going to speak on a personal basis. There have been plenty of things that I didn't know I could do until I did it. Now, people who may follow me on my money channel, I've said several times, I've been in sales. I've been in sales. The very first time trying to sell something, I didn't know I could do it. I didn't know I could do it. I didn't have any sales training or anything, but I believed I can do it. I believe it. Like whenever I try something new, it's like I've never looked at something and said, I can't do that. I believe that I can. And what was I saying earlier? Just really transferring what I knew from succeeding in other areas, having the same discipline, learning the particular thing that I need to learn, and then just not giving up, learning from mistakes, learning from mistakes. I'm one of those people, I will only make a mistake on something on one way, one time. Now, if I make another mistake on it, it'll just be in a different way, but both of them I'm going to learn. And then I know that I will work not to make the same mistake. That's the best way of putting it. So if I succeeded in this one area, I already know what I've done. I say, okay, I believe I can do the same thing. I have that confidence in myself because one, I've done it before. You know, I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot. I'm not going to not believe in myself. What good is it then? You know, don't you want control? Don't you want, because like even when I'm talking about sovereignty, that's a personal thing. People peep from the time I was young. Oh, I wanted some control over my life. If I can't control it outright, I wanted leverage. That's what I'm helping men to do. But you got to believe that you can do it. And you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your own abilities. Because look, let's just be real. Most people, even your friends, your loved ones, might not believe in you the same way. Many of us got friends and family members who, yeah, they love us, they have a connection, but they don't believe in us. And then some people's belief goes in and out, depends. They got to see you win first. But you can have 100% belief in yourself and being able to accomplish everything that you need to accomplish. That's very important. That's very important. And see, that's where you want to go. That's what you want to do. Always understand that. Always be prepared for that. You know, if you want to be sovereign, you have to believe in yourself. I want y'all to really think about that. And if you don't believe in yourself, well, you need to do what you need to maybe get therapy, work on it, talk to a spiritual leader, talk to a trusted elder, talk to a successful person. And then really look back at your life and focus on the things that you won at. And the things you didn't win at, okay, learn the lesson there so you won't do it again. But believe that you can always succeed. Believe that you can be sovereign. All right? So that's all I have for today, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Keep rising as always. Peace and blessings.